universe and circle visitors. You ride the showers in order. You missed all the whiteheads on the beach and let all the flowers fall from your hand. No one says I love you and spread arms in the governance. And write your names in the letters in the smoke some down the shore. Remember, no one ever let you. But suddenly your window's shut and bang like a car over bottles. You set the sky with the red grain like a red fish. You're gonna hit it sooner or later. Oh, the birds are gonna fly over fields near the ghetto. Oh, the old man in the town with the pen and the power. Oh, the storm full of tears. It's time to change the way you feel. Say, you are here and I am there, but you're echo to me all the same. And fly go around me about what social strain. Lifeless names you pray, and now you're done, little one. You bring a mount of honeysuckle, yeah. But now you're sad. You never thought the butterflies would ever be like this. And my happiness, I suppose, is watching all go down and around. And now all the while sitting by counting time and throw it in a pile now. In a waltz to the falls, you pick it up where you left off and said, hey, my name, that's a sign to all of my letters. Oh, my name, the one that makes you dream and despair. Says, yeah, my words raining over you like a stormy hour. My tides are the same, control me, pierce your hours. Whoa, I said it once, in the wind, in the wind, in the window. I said it once, oh, in the wind, in the wind, in the window. Baby, 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 I'm gonna be your all man. Baby, 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 gonna be your all man. Ooh, my sailor, my sailor, my sailor. Ooh, my sailor.
One, two, three.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Hey! Come on! Come on, baby, come on! Ow! Oh! Chop, chop, chop! Come on! Come on, come on, come on!
Good evening, Stamford Musicians Group. Good evening, Facebook Live. Good evening, YouTube. And good evening, Twitch. I'm Frank Tosto. Welcome to BandSetter Live Stream Show. It is December 7th, a day that lives in infamy. We think back to that tragic date back in 1941. Our hearts and our minds are with all servicemen and servicewomen this evening. It is also the eve of the 40th anniversary of the passing of John Lennon. And so we will certainly remember John this evening throughout the night. We got a great show on tap. We've got visits from the Windup. Nick Amico and Gio will be here. John LaCava will return, will make a triumphant return to the show. He's got a great video. Billy Foster, a debut for Mr. Billy Foster on this show. He'll be joining Randy Stone. And we also have some great videos from Mike Baumwell. Hang out for those. He's on a little bit later on in the show. But we will start the show tonight with Steve Forlano and the Uke Night Trio doing a song that was made famous by the great Joe Brown, I'll See You in My Dreams.
Sings a song I'll see you in my dreams. Hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms. Still I feel the thrill of your charms. Lips that once were mine. Tender eyes that shine. They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams. Lips that once were mine. Tender eyes that shine. They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams. They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams.
Yeah, Mr. Steve Forlano. How you doing, buddy?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing the truth. Ha ha ha. That's a
Oh, that's
old standby. Yeah. Doing well. Thanks. Thanks for joining me. I was impressed by the guest bass player.
the guest bass player. Yes, that's Bart's son Lane. He was up
Yeah.
from Brooklyn and came up with a stand-up bass, so we just had to take advantage of it.
I mean, he was just like, "Hey, I happen to have."
Well, I happened to say, "You want to record a song for Frank's show?" And he goes, "Well, Lane's here and he's got his bass." So I said, "Bring him on over.
That's
Let's
all.
do it."
That's all I
That's
need
all
to
it
hear.
took.
That's all I need to hear. That's great. Hey, how's your Tuesday night show going?
It's going pretty good. I mean, I'm back online with it. Doing it from right here in the basement, the bunker, as I like to
Right.
call it.
Because during in the summer months and the warmer months, you were outdoor. You were doing it sort of on the road every time out.
Yes, we were
at various places.
various
right?
different well, mostly at the library, Westport Library, and up at the Horseshoe.
Okay,
when we
right.
could.
I recall that.
And then fighting with weather, and then it just got cold. We were going to do it under a tent somewhere at a place, but then people still were kind of nervous about that kind of situation. We did have an indoor commercial space. One of our members, Tom, had a commercial space that was open that was looking to lease. It was great. It had 5,000 square feet. We could stay 12 feet apart. Yeah, we wore a mask, the whole thing. But then he got a short-term lease on it, so we got evicted. So,
happens.
But so we'll keep going on. I mean, I'll do it online, just like, we've had to. I mean, it is what it is. We still have a good time. People still strum along. It's just I don't see them, but I know they're out there doing it. So.
And how many years have you? Because you've been running that live stream for a few years, right?
No, actually, I'll be honest with you. I've been running the group. We just had our 4-year anniversary of running the group, having worked together. But it was only because of really because of COVID and having to go inside or not having our place and sheltering in place and the whole thing.
Gotcha.
that I started streaming so that people
Okay.
could participate. So it was kind of like the same kind of opportunity like you, is to take advantage of this situation.
Well, thank
And
you. Thank you for being honest. You're like, I'll be honest. No,
I mean,
I remember-
it would do what we have to do, kind of thing, and it's broad. I mean, I love being out and about with people, but I'm glad I can actually still do this in a way that still gets people together. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So you sent in that the first one, that Joe Brown tune, which is one I think I saw either. I don't know if it was him or I think the concert for George. He was
Concert
I
for
believe
George.
he was in, right?
Yeah, that's actually where I discovered the song. I mean, it's
interesting. Okay.
I mean, and I hate to say it, ironically, I think we recorded that on the anniversary of George's death, and the concert was a year after he died anyway. So it was kind of, and it was if I ever look at a calendar, I'd actually know what's going on in the world. But
are you a big speaking of George and certainly John, we mentioned that tomorrow is the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's passing.
Yes.
Are you a big Beatles fan?
I'm a huge Beatles fan.
Are you okay? So I'm gonna throw out a lyric to you. John Lennon.
Oh no!
You tell me. I promise.
I'm really not. One of my downfalls is I can never remember lyrics. So.
All right, then I'll give you an easy one. All right, let me see. I'll look around. Okay, how about this one? Everybody's talking about revolution, evolution, masturbation, flagellation, regulation, integrations, mediations, United Nations. Congratulations. All we are saying is what? I just gave you. All we are saying is piece of shit. All right, thank you. You flunked on that one, Steve.
I remember. I'm good at remember melodies. If you wanted me to sing that melody, I would have been good.
Well, I was just having fun, a little fun, but I think it'll be a good idea throughout the evening to see if I'm going to test as many folks' knowledge of lyrics from.
I'll also be honest with you. I was never as much. Maybe later as I got older, I got more into John's music. I really was. I believe it or not, is doing the last song is I really was, until when I finally figured out which songs I really liked the most out of the Beatles. It was always George's songs.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think we all have, we're all in our individual camps, and there's always this, Lennon McCartney thing, but you're 100% right. George Harrison, and I've watched later interviews with George, and he's pretty much said, look, I was pretty much ignored in the Beatles, right? I was apparently, and even Paul said, apparently he was a pretty good songwriter, and that sort of false kind of.
But I also remember one time George was like, with talking about that because of just who George was, and he was like, well, with those guys, I mean, how could you it was like they were so prolific in their writing and stuff. It was hard to, really, to make way. And then when they went solo, he did so well as a solo artist, I think.
So let's move forward to your next song, which is one I think everybody will recognize. An interesting choice. You introduce Raz, I believe, is Raz. Yeah. Okay, so it's Raz and then Bart's son as well. So it's actually the Uke Night
Trio plus one.
Trio plus one, right? Or whatever.
One time I was out with just Raz, and I was like, Uke Trio duo.
All right, so this is a Kinks song. If you don't mind, I'll give it away. This is Lola by the Kinks. Steve and the gang, sit back and enjoy.
1, 2. Club down in Soho where we drink champagne. It tastes just like Coca-Cola, Cola. I walked up to me and she asked me to dance, and I asked her name. In a dark brown voice she said Lola, Lola, la 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 Lola. I'm not the world's most physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh, my Lola, la 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 Lola. and sat me on her knee and said, "Dear boy, won't you come home with me? Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I looked in her eye, well, I almost fell for my Lola. La 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 Lola, la 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 Lola, Lola, la 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 Lola, la 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 Lola. I pushed her away, I walked to the door, I fell to the floor, I got down on my knees, I looked at her and she at me. Well, that's the way that I wanted to stay, and I always wanted to be that way for my Lola. La 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 Lola. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. It's a mixed up, muddled up, shook up world except for Lola. La 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 Lola. Well, I left home just a week before, and I never ever kissed a woman before. Lola smiled and took me by the hand and said, "Dear boy, I'm gonna make you a man." Well, I'm not the world's most masculine man, but I know what I like, and I'm glad I'm a man except for Lola. La 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 Lola, la 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 Lola, Lola, la 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 Lola, la 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 Lola, Lola, la 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 Lola, la 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 Lola.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You can't help but tap your toe to that one.
Exactly.
It's a great song. What whose decision? I think I've asked you this before. Like, what goes into the okay, which song will we adapt to the ukulele? I mean, whose decision is that?
It's actually running the group, because we do like 12, 15 songs a week, as the strum along. We find songs,
wow.
and it's like, my God, that really works well. And we got known for a Kinks song, actually. Sunny
really?
Afternoon we did for Connecticut's Got Talent with the Wall Street Theater. And we were like, who knew? It's like, who knew that would work so well with that was with like 12 ukuleles. We did that with 12 ukuleles up there on the stage.
That was sweet. That must have been fun.
And we just, if we just hear the song and we're like, wow, that really, some songs, I'll be honest, again, they don't, you're like, I need a few more notes in there, but other ones, it's just, you're like, oh my God, this just reeks for, just wants ukulele.
Well, I'll tell you, it's always a fun and a pleasure to talk with you and just kind of get caught up with your group. I have watched your online, and it's just such a hangout, such a cool hangout, and I was definitely intending to get over there, during the summer, but certainly, hey, you know what? When the spring comes around.
When the spring comes around, I know. Or we can finally get back into a bar. All
right, Steve. Well, thank you again. Appreciate you coming out. And we'll look forward to hearing from you either next time around or the time after that. But till then, be well, be safe, and we'll see you soon, man.
Thanks.
All the best. Bye-bye. All right, we got two-thirds. I don't know where that is, but two-thirds of the group. The wind up. Good afternoon, good evening, guys. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you? Oh, Nick's muted.
I'm on mute.
That's
doing great, Frank. How are you, man? Good to see you.
Gio was doing all the talking, so he was just like, yeah.
That's great.
Pat was here just a second ago, but he must have popped away. So when he gets back, he'll get back. All right. So
he's watching. He was You know,
I think he has something going on in his house. So I think he had to dip.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So, hey, first of all, thanks for. I know you guys have been pretty busy. I've been watching all the different. Nick, you've been great about updating us on like what the various, the various press that you're doing. Right, that's a good word for it, right?
Yeah.
And you did the 95.9 interview. You did the Stamford Advocate interview. So a lot of good things going on. First of all, who's the mastermind behind getting all that press?
That's me.
I thought you was like me. He was pointing upwards.
Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
Out here grinding, man. Sending emails and annoying people.
So for those few individuals who didn't get a chance to watch some of the press or read some of the articles, give us the rundown. What's happening on December 10th? What's happening? What's next, etc.
Sure. So we are putting out our debut single on December 10th. So this Thursday it'll be available all streaming platforms, iTunes, Amazon. I'm going to put it out on YouTube, a simple video just to get something out there. But yeah, it's exciting. So we're going to do this in December. We got another single planned for January, another in March. But for now, we wanted to this is our first song that we're putting out. So we wanted to make a splash. We wanted to get people's attention. So we had this whole press blitz that I've been planning for a few months and just kind of getting it done. So it's going great.
And the single's called "Who Cried Run," right?
Yes, it is.
And
you've heard me play it here.
Well, I heard you. You were on this show, I don't know, months ago, doing it as an acoustic version of it. I think you actually did it when we did that little songwriter in the round kind of thing. Remember that? We did that.
Of course.
You were kind enough.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that was my first time. I was like, oh wow, I'm really doing something. This is a big deal. I was like, Richard Keith is playing.
That's right.
Richard Keith Carson, Joe Calder. I was like, oh, I love these guys. These are so good. So I was excited about it. I was nervous.
That was a lot of fun. We, when the day comes, we'll sort of resurrect that if we can. But that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that was like one of the first times I heard that song. I remember thinking, "Hey, is that one of yours?" And you were like, "Yeah, I wrote that." I'm like, "Wow, that is so cool." Gio, you look great in the videos. You've got this sort of kind of steadfast kind of expression on your face. And look, I'm a drummer. I'm a drummer, so I love drummers. I remember one time I was in I don't know, either college or afterwards. I remember hanging out. I was at a bar and some girl was talking to me, and I mentioned that I was a drummer, and she said, "I always watch the drummer." And I said, "What?" I don't know if that was just a pick, but I was like, "What?" She goes, "No, seriously. Every time I've ever gone to like any show, I always watch the drummer." The first time it ever occurred to me that people were actually watching the drummer.
I didn't know that until my current girlfriend. She told me, she's like, "I always watch the drummer," and I was like, "You're the one." Absolutely.
Love at first sight. Deal.
Oh yeah.
No, I was blown away. It was an eye opener for me. So I'm thinking to myself, so yeah, that's the cool thing. So Gio, you've got that role and you play it well, obviously,
Thank you.
So we're not doing, I don't know, Nick, tell me what we're playing today. Cause I know it's something a little different, right?
Yeah, it's a cover. I'm just, putting some out there, just having a little fun. Enjoyed singing it. I played it at an open mic, a Zoom open mic.
Okay.
Like an open mic that I used to do that finally they started doing a digital version of.
Okay.
And so that was cool. So I was like, you know what, let me record something with that looks a little bit better than like sort of the grainy Zoom video. And and it was fun. So did a little solo over it. It's not very good, but I did it. And I've been, so I did it. And
Nick, you're being modest, of course. I mean, but that's funny. All right, so we'll go ahead and play it. Hang out. We'll come right back to you guys. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Said, "Oh, Father, tell me, do we get where we deserve? Do we get where we deserve? And way down we go.
way down we go. Way down we go. Yeah. Way down we go. Oh, you letting your feet run wild. Time has come as we all go down for the fall. Do you dare to look it right in his eye? Say you will run you down, down to the dark. They will run you down, down till you go. You fall. You can't crawl no more, no more. Way down, way down, way down we go. Way down we go. Way down we go. Oh, yeah. Way down we go.
How sweet, man. With that, I'm just trying to think who does that song. Is it?
Kelly.
Yeah, it's Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a nice job. The lead wasn't so bad.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. See, I'm like sitting in quarantine doing like guitar lessons. Because it was just like something, you just don't, if you don't practicing, you're just on acoustic guitar, you're just trying to write songs, like you forget, lead guitar is its own separate animal that needs to constantly be done and practiced and improved upon. So, but next time I got to get Gio up here with his ukulele. He's actually an exceptional ukulele player.
Oh man, you need to hook up with the Connecticut uke guys that Steve and gang.
Seeing it now. I didn't know there was a community there.
There's
it's a community, all right. It's a whole thing. And chicks always watch the ukulele player. That's what I heard. I learned that.
Oh, yeah. Based off what I could tell on YouTube. Oh yeah.
Well, that's what happens. All right. So what is next? You guys, December 10th, Who Cried Run comes out. You said you have another single coming out, or you hope to release one without B.
Yeah, that'll be mid-January. So right now we don't have a set date. Focus right now on this release, and I'm going to put out like some T-shirts, maybe masks. I'm trying to figure out like a merch situation, what that all looks like. So
sweet.
That'll be the next over the next week or so. But we've got the album art, and we'll make it happen. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to this upcoming release, and then we'll take it from there.
You guys look like you're having fun. I wish a lot of luck and success with the December 10th release. We'll certainly promote it on SMG as much as we can, and wish you the best. Keep in touch.
Link on our Instagram over here. In our bio. You can pre-save now.
Pre-save now. But
He
yeah,
saved-
really,
well, I already did mine. So, but obviously we'll go ahead and continue to promote that. But thanks, Gio. Thanks, Nick. Nick, before you go, how's the baby?
she's doing great, man. She's
All
getting
right.
big. She's growing so fast. It's like, whoa, like go back. Like you were so stay small, but no, it's never doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. But hey, all the best, guys. And
you.
hopefully we'll see you before the holidays. If not, have a great one, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. You guys are such a great community, and so appreciate all of your support with the release and everything. Really appreciate all that.
Oh, absolutely, man. Take care, bud.
Thank you.
Take care, dude. Mr. Kenny Weiss,
Hello,
your beard
sir.
is getting longer and longer every time I see you. I like it.
Thank you. I have this terrible habit when I go to the store to buy things like beard trimmers. I buy everything in Target, for example, everything in Target except beard trimmers.
Yeah.
And I come home and I'm like, damn it! Like, I guess
What
I'm
am I missing here? I mean, meanwhile, you're like, what am I missing?
I know.
Oh, beard trimmer, right? By the way, I can't. I don't think I can grow mine like you're. Like this is about as long as my beard's going to get. You know,
it's getting there. It's it is fun to contemplate things and kind of pull one of these.
What if I did one of kind of wrap it around my shoulder? Yeah, okay.
Keeps my head warm in the winter.
Yeah, you know what? I've seen it. And it's a good look, especially if you're an aspiring. Well, you're not an aspiring musician. You are a musician, but you're an aspiring rock star, or are you a aspiring? Country west. Last time you were here, you did a couple of country songs.
I did some country stuff.
Country stuff.
I guess that's a fine line to be walking between the country western versus the rock thing.
It's all good.
Either way, food gets stuck in it, and it's super annoying.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So tell us. Well, first of all, thank you. You've submitted a period piece. We'll call it that. A song that I think you may. I don't know. I don't think you did, but I think one of your band members may have posted this on our page. So we had a glimpse at it, but it was so entertaining that this is going to be so fun to play it again. First of all, whose idea was this, and what brought you to this?
I guess I'll take the credit for the idea. Going through booking gigs and then having them get canceled, or people aren't comfortable out playing, especially like I'm not necessarily comfortable out gigging quite yet, that kind of thing. You don't want to sit stale. And so it was an idea to try and put something together that was interesting enough for people to watch, that was easy enough for me to put together, that I wasn't killing myself. And for, December, it was something centered around the holidays. So that's why we chose that tune. And the plan for right now, with both Steve Townsend, who's playing drums, and Johnny Dunabeer, who's on keys, is to release a new video every Tuesday. So we've got one, we released last week. We'll release another one tomorrow, and so on and so forth.
And is that on is it on, which page is it on?
It'll be on, it's kind of funky because I'll share it on my musicians page, which is just Kenny Weiss Music. And then Steve Townsend will pick it up and put it on his personal and his musician page, which is what he did. He put it on the the
SMG.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So here it is. This is I guess your trio doing God Rest Ye. Help me out. What is the name of the full title of the song?
God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
I knew that. I was just testing it. Okay. Here we go. This is Kenny and Gang. Here we go.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born upon this day to save us all from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our heavenly Father, this blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, how that Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us thy perfect light. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us by perfect light. Glorious now, behold him arise, King and God in sacrifice. Hallelujah, hallelujah, worship the God Most High. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us by perfect light. God rest ye merry gentlemen, God rest ye merry gentlemen, God rest ye merry gentlemen, oh child, holy child.
Wow, Johnny, Steve, and Kenny, you guys nailed that. Now,
Thank you.
Is that a kind of an original adaptation? Is that your own thing?
I'd be lying if I said yes. It's a
By the way, we wouldn't know the difference. So
right,
yeah.
The band that does it similarly to that is the Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay.
And Sarah McLachlan is on that track too. If you haven't heard that, it's super groovy, really, really great. But something that I just love playing, and I think Steve and Johnny did a great job on it as well.
Well, that was definitely entertaining. So every Tuesday we will look forward, or hopefully every Tuesday we'll look forward to a new release from you guys.
Yep, every Tuesday. That's kind of the new goal. So we've got one kind of lined up for tomorrow. I'm in between two, so I won't ruin what's coming for tomorrow.
Okay,
but yeah, be on the lookout, and if I don't share it to the band page, then Steve definitely will.
Well, great. Thanks, Kenny. Always a pleasure to see you. Say hello to Steve and to Johnny, and we'll see you guys soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Frank.
Take care, buddy. And we continue with the dame and the dude. How you guys doing? Yeah, Leslie, I think you might be on mute or something. I don't know. Or something.
No,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can't hear Leslie though. She'll figure it out. I don't know. Did I? No, I didn't do anything on my end. But you know what, Charles? While Leslie figures it out, and Leslie, if you have you're still muted. If you continue to have trouble, you might want to pop out and pop right back in. See if that works. In the meantime, I'm gonna test Charles a little bit. Charles, are you up for the following challenge?
Okay.
I know
let's go.
you're a huge Beatles fan, right?
Yeah.
It is obviously, as we mentioned, tomorrow being the anniversary of John's passing in, 40 years ago, which is insane when you think about it. I was 16. You can do the math for yourselves. I was 16, and I'm not, just for what it stands, not that we want to sort of expound on this or anything like that, but I'm not a JFK era guy, so for me, when Lennon got shot, that was the first real public figure that was, that met such a tragic fate. And so, I still remember it like, the minute it kind of happened type of thing. But having said that, what we want to do tonight is kind of see if folks will play along at home. And I'm hoping that you would like to do this. Here's what I'm going to offer. I'm going to give you a song lyric that I think you might be able to guess.
Okay.
But if you do guess it correctly, you will win. That's right, Charles. A Stanford Musicians Group T-shirt.
Considering
you. What's that?
I'm an extra large now.
I think we might have one your size. So I don't know I don't think you have one. So considering you started the group, you might as well have one.
I hope it fits. I've been usually when I put on a T-shirt, unless it's a really big one, I look like a can of biscuits that busted open. But
all right, be that as it may, Charles, we don't need to go down that hole. But here's the question. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, and here's the proposition: if you win, you get the T-shirt. If you lose, you got to tell us something embarrassing about yourself. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
Do something silly. Okay?
I think I just did.
You just did. You know what? You'll have to tell us another thing is embarrassing about you. Okay. All right. Here's the lyric. You tell me what song it came from. And it's kind of tough because it's not, it's not an obvious one. We gave her everything we own just to sit at her table.
That's Sexy Sadie.
Yeah. I knew you were going to get it. That's Sexy Sadie. That's correct.
The White Album.
So congratulations. Hold on. Leslie's waving her arms. I thought you would pop right back in. I forgot how it works.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Well, so that's all the time we have. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. I knew that.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. So congratulations, Charles. Just give me your address and I'll mail you extra large or whatever it is. Yeah, I think we've got one left.
Thank you.
All right. So you are both presenting a few great songs this time out. Again, I'm always impressed by it, and I'm just looking for them real quick. I know you sent two. Here they are. There's a cat tail or something in your way there.
Say hi, everybody. Say hi.
Tell me. Oh, what a cutie. Tell me which song you want us to start with. One starts with the word lovely. The other one starts with the name of a state. Which one would you prefer that we
Lovely, right?
Lovely.
You want to start with the same? Okay.
Yes.
So,
and just, it kind of like rambles at the end. We should have kind of cut it off at a certain point, but
that's all right. Well, it's always entertaining to watch. So this is Dame and the Dude doing a lovely day. Hang out, guys. Come right back to you.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When I wake up in the morning now, the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning now that was heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day.
The day that lies ahead of me impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, ooh, then I look at you and the world's alright with me. Yeah, just one look at you and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day.
When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, ooh, then I look at you and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day. Lovely day.
Yeah.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
That'd be one of those songs you could literally do all night, right? Like, just like, we're going to carry this out for
For like 20 more.
Yeah, 20, 25 more minutes. Who's got,
It's funny, when I saw it, I was like, God, we should have cut that off.
it was fun. It was actually entertaining. I appreciate that.
A party atmosphere, a nice, relaxed party atmosphere.
All right, so the next one is an all-time favorite, Chris Stapleton song. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go right in. I think it's good. I mean, did he write it, Tennessee Whiskey?
I think he did. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Like, I'm a rock and roll guy. I'm not necessarily a.
It kind of falls sort of within that genre.
Yeah, he sort of transcends. He has a lot of crossover, aspects to him, and certainly appreciating. I appreciate his talent, etc. And he's also a super cool dude too. That's
Very cool.
On top of that, so let's go ahead and play it. Damon Dude, this is Tennessee Whiskey.
To spend my nights out at ballroom. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're a sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stay stoned. I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. I found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured your heart out, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned. Oh, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. It's Tennessee whiskey. It's Tennessee whiskey. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. It's Tennessee whiskey. It's Tennessee whiskey.
You know, if my memory serves me, I believe David Allan Coe originally.
Yes, I've been reading that. It's like a play-by-play. Everybody's been like,
good thing we've got.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
He just looked it up. Frank just looked it up, everybody.
You know what? First of all, thanks, Nadine. Nadine, who I was checking out the comments. Nadine's like, you know, Chris Stapleton did not originally do that. It has been covered several times before, and so I figured, well, let me. I've got Google at my fingertips, right? Anyway, you guys did a great job, and you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe Nadine's right. Maybe you guys can cover it, release it. You'll be the next.
Sure.
Well, I looked it up, and I got something different. I see here that it was actually written by Weird Al Yankovic, which is strange.
You know, very few people. That's a very not a fact that many people know for a reason. Anyway, hey Charles and Leslie, Damon the Dude, thanks again for coming out. You guys were always a pleasure. Charles, get me your address. I'll send you that T-shirt. Congratulations on winning that prize.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one, hopefully.
See you on the next one, guys.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. He's back and he's better than ever, Mr. John LaCava. Mr. LaCava, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Frank? Thanks for having me back.
You're better than ever. I don't even know why I say that. Like, what does that even mean?
Well, not with technology, Frank. You know that.
Yeah, what just happened there? You okay?
You know, I have 3 devices: my Mac computer, my iPad and then my iPhone, and the only one I could access you on is my iPhone. So
That's all right. Well, you look
we're
great.
here.
You
I'm
look
just going to
great.
hold
You
it. It
took-
shakes a little bit, you know, like
That's
the
all right.
Blair Witch Project here.
You know, speaking of technology, you know, first of all, I want to commend you, and I want to thank you for sharing what we're going to watch next. And I don't want to give too much away, but sharing what you put together, and I'll let you do all the talking, of course, on this. But I was impressed really genuinely impressed by the amount of work that went into this, and I think that there's a little bit of a backstory that John, that I would hope that you'd like to share with us with regards to the video itself, but also just the various iterations that I mean, we all know you from playing out. You know, we've seen you and your band, Blue Steam. You know, I know you do a lot of acoustic stuff by yourself, but you also record stuff, right? I mean, you've also gone into the studio and have done recordings, et cetera. Am I correct about that? All right. So I'm going to answer that question on behalf of John. Oh,
We're back?
You're back. You're back.
Good. That's good
So tell us a little bit about you. I know that you wrote me a quick note mentioning that you've probably been working in a studio for what, 20, 30 years or so?
Yeah. I don't want to mention any more years, but yeah. And there was a great little studio down in Fairfield by a guy named Michael Terry. Michael was a local musician here, a great musician, and he ended up moving to Arizona. And he had a great studio in his garage and was very good with MIDI. And he was a great musician. So you could go there with a song. And Michael was a great musician and producer. And between him assisting with the keyboards and everything, you could really get a good sound. And then he moved away. I had mentioned to you that I had a songwriting partner, Lenny Savoy, and we wrote songs, jingles, and we had a lot of fun. But then, you know, it was very difficult to get artists to cover the songs, and they were good. I'd mentioned to you that one of our songs was number 3 in the Billboard Song Contest,
right?
And they flew us down to. I got funny stories. So they flew us down to Nashville, and I had a connection with Sony Music. So we were brought down to Nashville. We went to see the A&R person for Sony Music, and literally we walked in, and this is when everything was on cassette. And she had a table with at least 3 feet of cassettes. There must have been 100 cassettes there.
Yikes.
And so she takes our cassette, because we had some, as I say, connection, and she plugs it in and she listens to it and go, boy, that is a great song. That would be perfect for this artist. And she thought of the artist, but the artist just finished her album and doesn't need any more songs. And it's really funny because somebody else, the name of the song was Silence. And she goes, and as a matter of fact, the last song on her album was Silence is Golden. Isn't that funny how things work out like that? And I'm thinking to myself, no, it's not funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So
splitting aside.
Yeah. So
right.
And then I began Blue Steam and started to, you know, say, well, let's just do performance because I really enjoy performance. And as you know, we play out all the time and have been down at the Sunset Grill. And now with this situation that we all have, it's difficult getting together. I take it somewhat seriously. And so I said, well, let me go back into the studio. I've always written songs. Let me take one of my songs and go back. And I found a great studio up in Reading. And I mentioned to you, the guy is Sam Warfield, and it's Curtin Hellens, who we all know, their son-in-law. And he has a wonderful studio. He is very adept with MIDI and Pro Tools and what he uses. So you can go and go, okay, I got to re-record that. It's right there. And he can cut and paste and do a lot of things. So what I also said to you, which I think is true for anybody that is listening, I really think that recording is an important part of the musical experience. That, you know, if you play solo, you need to play solo because that makes you get your chops and makes you feel confident as a performer. You need to play with other people because that gives you timing and rhythm, and you can get other ideas from other people.
Right.
And the final part of it is the recording. If you go to record, because when you record, you have to be so precise. You know, playing live, you can just kind of brush over things. And you know that when you hear the studio version of something and then you hear the live version, many times it's not really the same because it's hard for them to duplicate the subtlety that they want to put in it. So I find that the studio really brings out the overall sound that you're trying to hear.
Right, sure. Every performance is sort of an interpretation of what you originally decided the song was going to sound like, and that's often what you hear in a recorded version of a song. So tell us about the video. You are quite a movie maker as well.
Well, the video is more of a just a fun thing. I made many videos. I was on the fire department in Weston, and I was tapped to do all their annual funny videos, which I did.
That's
so
great.
We've been doing that for about 20 years. So
Uh-oh. We may have... John, you've frozen one more time. So what I'm going to do is maybe complete, if you don't mind, I'll complete your sentence. So John was about to say that he decided to put his video making iMovie skills to task, and went down to Campo Beach and recorded a video for all of us to watch. This is actually a world premiere video. John LaCava essentially doing a cover song, which he recorded. There you are, John. I was just about to say, you recorded the cover song. You pretty much have played all the instruments, and you also act as a producer and director of this, and the star of this video. You're multifaceted. So let's go ahead and play it, John. I think you're still having some issues, but hopefully when we get back to you, we could work out the issue. But let's go ahead and play. This is John LaCava. Don't let me be misunderstood. Here it goes.
Baby, do you understand me now? Sometimes I feel a little bad. And don't you know there's no life can always be an angel. When things go wrong, I seem to be bad. I'm just a soul and my intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Sometimes I'm so carefree, with a joy that's hard to hide. Sometimes I think that all I have to do is worry, and you're bound to see my other side. Oh, I'm just a soul, my intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, I want you to know I never mean to take it out on you. Life has its problems, babe, I have my share, and that's one thing I never mean to do, 'cause I love you. Oh, baby, don't you know I'm human? Got thoughts like any other woman, but sometimes I find myself all along regretting some foolish thing, some simple thing I've done. I'm just a soul and my intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Don't let me be, don't let me be misunderstood. I don't wanna be misunderstood. I don't wanna be misunderstood. Don't let me be misunderstood. Don't let me be misunderstood. I don't wanna be misunderstood.
Yeah, that was awesome. You're back. Hey, that was great. That was really nice job. I'm so impressed not only with the sound and the actual recording, but the movie making itself. You had all of the scenes all set. Not easy to do. It takes a lot of time.
Frank, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. You can't hear me?
I was breaking in and out, so I don't really understand what your question was. I apologize for the technology of it all.
That's okay. I was just giving you a lot of compliments, John. Well deserved. Hey, John, thank you again for joining us. That was a pleasure. Sorry about your connection. Hopefully next time we'll have a stronger connection.
Yeah.
But
I'll come to your studio and we can do it from there.
Sounds good to me. You're always invited.
Thank you for giving me the world premiere on your broadcast.
Are you kidding me? I was just like, what? This is the world premiere? This is great.
All for you. You run a great show. Thank you.
Well, you're a sweetheart for saying that, John. It's always a pleasure to see you, and you're welcome back anytime. Hopefully, you'll join us next time. And
yeah, I got two more. I got another song. We'll do an original song next time. Okay.
It sounds good. All right, John. Take care. Be well and be safe, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye bye. Mr. Randy Stone.
Hey there, Frank.
Would you like to introduce your friend?
The great Billy Foster, Wilhelm Foster, but we all know him as Billy Foster.
Billy Foster making his debut on this show. He's been on other shows, but not on the BandSetter show. Billy, welcome.
Billy, you're muted. Unmute your microphone, buddy. Otherwise, I'm going to talk trash about you. And we still can't hear you.
Cannot hear Billy.
Well, I'll brag on him for a minute.
Well, go ahead and you brag on his behalf.
This guy is like the Voice. When you go to any open mic, or you can tell from the parking lot, oh, Billy's here, and his track record, his presence goes back decades. He has a band called Billy and the Showmen, which is this large band with like a 4-piece horn section, and he's just the real deal. He's pretty funny too. We have a similar mature sense of humor, Billy and I do. Billy, get your mic unmuted. God damn it. You might want to maybe if you exited and came back in. We can't hear him.
I think I could read lips, so I can sort of help you sort of fill in some blanks. Hey Randy, so you sent a couple of clips of Billy, and I guess you guys did a gig over at Clubhouse Grill, which is hats off to the folks at Clubhouse Grill. We actually met with the management there. We did a little
an interview with them. Yeah,
and just the nicest guys, Jimmy and the owner, and I apologize, I'm forgetting the owner's name. Really, really nice gentleman. And so at the time, Jimmy was like, "Hey, we're gonna do music through like November 3rd or whatever date." But to their credit, they've continued to have live music.
I think they're done, but I don't know. This one was at the last minute. I guess the management had asked, Bill, you hear it? Talk, Billy.
Any difference?
There you go.
Yeah, we can at least hear you. Yeah, there you go. Welcome, Billy.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just talking about the Clubhouse Grill, but obviously you guys played there a couple, last week, 2 weeks ago, right?
A week ago Sunday. I came in as a fill, and I guess the management is usually acoustic acts, so usually not a lot of drums and bass. And Dave Rao is on drums on this one. They're like, maybe we'd like to step it up and have some bass come in. You can barely hear me because I was I didn't want to be that guy like who come. Oh, the bass is here now. Yeah.
Billy, I think I'm gonna start with the Moody Blues song, if that's okay, because I've seen you do this so many times, and you do such a nice job on this song. And we actually cut out the first 30 or 40 seconds or so where you actually reference to a body part, because at some point you hit, and that's not why we cut it out. We just needed the time. We needed to squeeze into 5 minutes, right? But you'd reference that. I think you hit some high notes in this particular song, and so you're like, you'd mentioned some body parts, and I had a good chuckle, that's for sure. Anything else to add here before we go ahead and play it?
No, the only thing that I can think to say is that I'd like to give a whole lot of credit to that place, because they gave so much to music there at the time that they had, and they won't be back. The manager and the guy that booked, they're all going, so everything's going to turn around, and they won't be back. But they did a great job. There was some really great music there in the last month, 2 months.
They were absolutely aggressively booking bands, and obviously, bands or acts or whatever, sometimes there were duos, sometimes there were just an acoustic player. But the reality is this was a testament to the draw, because at the end of the day, when you have quality entertainment, you have people. And so people brings revenue, right? So that
and if I may, just so people don't think that Billy and I are crazy, because if COVID wanted to set up shop in some people, Billy and I are like top 2 candidates for this to happen. It's outside. It was a little chilly, but they had heaters, all ventilated. It was the crowd was at least 25 feet away from the performers. It was a very safe environment.
All right, so let's go ahead and play. This is Knights in White Satin, Billy and gang playing, and we'll come right back to you guys, hang out, and here we go.
Knights in white satin, never reaching the end. Let love I'm return, never meaning to send. Beauty I'm always with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand. Just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some try to tell me, folks they cannot defend. Just what you do me, you'll be in the end. 'Cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, Ian Anderson's best friend, Jimmy Graff on the flute. Knights in white satin, never reaching the end. Let us I'm return, never meaning to send. Beauty I'm always with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. I love you. I love you.
hearted orb that rules the night, removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right. And it's Scotty's birthday today!
Wow. Obviously referencing Scott Hemsley, whose birthday it was that evening. That was nice, Billy. That was really, really pretty. And that's Jim McGrath on the flute. As you said, Ian Anderson's best friend. He doesn't really know Ian Anderson, does he?
No, not at all.
Because that would be super cool. Yeah, no, beautiful job. And obviously Ray Simonelli on guitar, Dave Rao on drums, and of course Randy Stone on bass. And you know, listen, what can you say? I mean, that you guys nailed that song, or you nailed it that time. Billy, you always nail it every time out. So now the next one, I don't think I've heard you guys perform it. Certainly haven't heard Billy perform this. This is Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. We're going to go ahead and play it. Anything you want to say about this, or before we play it?
No, just that I'm old enough to have played with Jerry and the Pacemakers, so that's about it.
All right. Well, that's great. It's a beautiful song, and we'll go ahead and play it. Hang out, guys. We'll come right back to you guys.
Don't let the sun catch you crying. Come on up and dance, guys. The night's the time for your tears. Your heart may be broken tonight, but tomorrow in the morning light, don't let the sun get you crying. That's for you, sweetheart.
That was sweet. You know, Randy, thank you for sending that, because I reached out to Randy and I said, Randy, do you have any videos where the band is completely obstructed? So
yeah, but that's for a good cause, man. That they got up and danced like that. That's what it's all about. Because you guys know, I mean, how many bands have you played in, Frank? Once the first couple gets up and dances, the band's level of play goes up 20%.
Wow.
Well, that particular couple had made a difference because they've both been sick.
Oh, really?
God bless.
Really, really sick, and they hadn't come together for a long time. Anytime I'm around with any of the musicians I play with and she's there, I'll always play that song for her.
That was a beautiful moment, and thanks for sharing that. I was just kidding, Randy. Now you made me feel bad.
You son of a bitch!
You bastard!
You son of
all right, Randy, we mentioned John Lennon's 40th, the anniversary, tragic anniversary of his passing. We were kind of doing this. I know you're a huge Lennon fan. You've got that incredible memory, right? You saw Lennon with Elton John. Am I correct?
Thanksgiving night, 1974, and it turned out to be the last live public performance he gave before he was assassinated.
Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to give you a song lyric of John Lennon's, which I think you should be able to get. I'll try to make it simple, relatively. If you win, I will send you one of these. Where is it? It's upside down. One of these Stamford Musicians Group T-shirts. Man, I'm doing a bad job. There it is. Can you see it now?
Hell yeah!
All right. If you lose, if you get it wrong, you have to tell us something embarrassing about yourself. But that'll be your thing.
No shortage of material there.
You got to name the song. Name the lyric. Name the song that this lyric is from. Ready?
Yep.
Don't get nervous.
It's too late.
Before you cross the street, take my hand. Life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah, there you go. And I was like that lyric, that song. By the way, I think that's the same song where he says, "I can hardly wait to see you come of age."
Yes.
Man, I can't listen to that song. Certainly when I was raising my kids, but
if you're
I can't listen to that song at any point without going, understanding it.
People. And it's true. A lot of Lennon's early work. You had somebody on before, and I forget who it was. Like, I didn't like his early work. I got into him as I go. Some of his early work was really harsh. I mean, "Cold Turkey" is not a song you go around humming to yourself all the time.
No.
However, the stuff on his last work, that and the song "Woman" are just simply beautiful. They're more syrupy than any McCartney melody you could come up with.
Oh no, absolutely, and that's the thing. We always talk about like different camps that Beatles fans find themselves in. I've always been a Lennon guy. I love McCartney. Don't get me wrong. I love George Harrison.
Yeah.
But
I have a lyric for you. Let's see. This one's very easy. See if you get it.
I don't know.
Ah, Bawakawa, Puse, Puse.
That's Number 9 Dream.
There you go. Good man.
All right, guys. Hey,
no stumping Frankie here.
Well, come on. So listen, I will send you a T-shirt. Randy, Billy, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming on. You guys are welcome back anytime, and we'll see you soon. And until next time, stay safe, be well, and
great show, Frank. Always a great show, and thanks for having us. Bill, great job, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very
Take care,
much.
guys.
Stay safe.
I'm not going to try to stump you, Matt, because I know you know all those lyrics.
Actually, I didn't know any of those last couple.
You're like, damn, he stumped me again. Welcome back, Matt McDonald. How you been?
I've been great.
You've been on every one of our shows, and you're keeping that perfect streak. Thank you. I like to say,
it's like I can't stop now. I mean, what am I going to do? Stop now?
I'm on number 72. And right. You didn't. Yeah, it's the old saying. I didn't come this far to come this far. To only come this far. Right. That's what it is. I didn't come this far to only come this far. Right. So you sent in. Let's see. I had no idea what this. I've never heard theologians. You tell me.
No kidding.
Never heard.
All right. Wilco.
Okay, there's a band that there's a band I pretend to say I like. I know
it's
nothing about
it. It's actually one of my favorite album of theirs. It's A Ghost Is Born. So, and the title of the album comes from this song. So,
and by the way, I'm not dissing Wilco. I know that they're one of those bands. They're one of those bands that like people that are into music like know them. Like they're kind of like Radiohead. Like it's a kind of a cult in and of itself. That like, well, yeah, I only listen to Radiohead and Wilco. You're like, oh, okay. I like the Beatles.
Other stuff too.
Do you know anything about the Stones? Anyway, let me go ahead and play it. This is Theologians, a song from Wilco, done by Matt McDonald. Hang out, Matt. We'll come right back to you.
All right.
Theologians, they don't know nothing about my soul, about my soul. I'm an ocean, an abyss in motion, slow motion, slow motion. In a literati lumen for day, God is with us every day. That illiterate light is with us every night. Theologians, they don't know nothing about my soul. They don't know. They fill my heart with little things, and my life will change in so many ways. I find more missing every day. Theologians, going away where you look for me, where I'm going you cannot come. No one's ever gonna take my life from me. Lay it down, a ghost is born, a ghost is born, a ghost is born. I'm an ocean, I'm all emotion, I'm a cherry ghost, a cherry ghost. Hey, I'm a cherry ghost, a cherry ghost.
All right, cool. I do like it. Well, it's interesting that what little I do know of Wilco. Every time I hear something from them, I always think, "Hey, why am I not more into this band?" But I think I don't know. There isn't enough time. But
yeah, there's not enough time. There's a lot of bands like that, right? Like someone's like, "You got to get into that." It's like, yeah, all right. If I had infinite time, then
I give you a lot of credit, though. I mean, you do have a very eclectic. I mean, for the most part, it's rock oriented, but it's also there's a lot of spectrums. Or there's one spectrum, but it's a huge spectrum of what is considered, folk rock versus, other forms of rock, whatever. And you tend to play them all well. So, all right. So the next one, speaking of the Stones,
the Stones, yeah. You I was going to say, like, did you lead into this? With
I did specifically for that because I kind of did. So this is "It's All Over Now" by the Rolling Stones, done by Matt McDonald. Hang out, Matt. We will come right back.
All right.
Well, baby used to stay out all night long. She made me cry, she done me wrong. She heard my eyes open, and that's no lie. Tables turn, and now it's her turn to cry. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Well, she used to run around with every man in town, spending all my money playing her half-ass games. She put me out, it was a pity how I cried. Tables turn and now it's her turn to cry. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Well, I used to wake up morning, get my breakfast in bed. When I'd come home, she'd ease my aching head. Now she's here and there with every man in town, still trying to play me for that same old clown. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now that one I knew. I was singing along with.
You know that one. There's nothing wrong with 3 chords. 3 chords are
I was thinking about that song because that's the song that, like, when you're getting together with a band, let's say you're starting a band or whatever, and you're like, all right, hey, let's see if this works. We'll get together like next week, whatever. What songs can we do? Like, oh, it's always, how about it's all over now? Like, of course, you know. But anyway, so this is great as always. Yeah, it's always fun to have you, and yeah, I continue to be marveled by all of the stuff that you can somehow just reach into your bag and bring it out for us. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll like fret for the next 2 weeks. It's funny because like that Wilco song, I never played that one before, and then like I don't know what I'm going to play, and then it's like, oh, maybe I'll play that. Then I get into it, you know. It's like, oh, let me learn that one. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully
I'm actually doing a song tonight, a video in a couple of probably next 20 minutes or so, of exactly that same thing. It's a song that I knew, heard a million times, never once played it, and decided, let me see if I can figure it out. And I did. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's why it's by the way, that's why we do this. I mean, seriously, this is like, it gives you an excuse to actually learn something and maybe take another creative element and include it into a video and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's all good.
It's what it's about. It's great. We'll see.
Matt,
I might do some Christmas songs next time. So we'll see.
Do some what? Christmas songs? Yeah. I'm still debating whether or not we'll do sort of a Christmas show. I'm just not, you know, hey, we're doing it. Like, it's just so cliched. It's so like, oh, really? So you're the show that's doing a Christmas theme, like. But anyway, I'll think about it, and well,
definitely not going to do a Christmas song next time.
You know, think of a few. You never know. Matt, thanks again. Appreciate it. Right. See you soon. Be well. Be safe, and catch you on the flat.
Right back at you.
Take care, bud. The gentleman from Alt ID. How you guys doing? Well, the top right, you guys, Dennis, you guys are muted. Todd, can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Todd, for some reason, I couldn't hear. Todd, can you hear me or no? Well, Todd's muted. All right. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on. We had trouble
Okay, well,
with our. Yeah, we had trouble with our connection a little earlier with John LaCava, and actually I've noticed it on my end. So I'm not sure if there's something going on, but you know what? It is what it is. Hey, welcome, guys. You're
Good to be here. Good to be here. What's up, Todd?
All right, so I could read lips. Todd is saying, yes, what's up? By the way, Frank, you look handsome. Thank you, Todd. That's awesome of you. It's my new lighting. I'm just invested in. All right, so we've got Tommy. You're featured in a couple of videos. I know you. I think you know that. But for everyone's edification here, we're going to play one video from Alternate Universe ID. This was one that has had several different incarnations. Dennis, why don't you take us through that? Because here's what happens: you get this video.
I sent him one, and then I decided to add a little bit to it. So I sent him another one, and then
like,
Joey, who's not on here, comes in and goes, "My guitar's out of sync." just his playing.
Here's another one. Here's the third one. Listen, that's part of the process, though. It's like wanting to get it right.
That's what makes him a master. Doing it over and over again. As you do like 5, 6, 7 times. You're like, let me do this better, and he finds this, and he takes that to the next level. He's like, I could have done this when I could have done that. Let me do another iteration. And it's just a madman.
I'll tell you the one thing I've learned about making, because I mean I've made a couple of videos now, just not a lot, but probably about 4 or 5. And I'll tell you. You think it's going to be like, especially I remember my first time sitting in front and recording myself doing a song I've played a million times, right? I'm like, I'm just going to hit play and plus, and then I'm going to do my song, and it'll be, 6 minutes later, it'll be done, right? Take number 26, because I didn't like the way I sort of was scowling at, you literally watch it 26 different times, and you say, well, it's still not good enough. And let's, so you can only imagine what people go through when they're laying down their life's work in the studio,
Or you do like Todd did and get 3/4 of the way through the song and drop a drumstick.
It was almost there.
Almost there.
I can't do it again.
All right, so let's go ahead and play it. This is one of my all-time favorites. My last band used to do this song. I'm a big Allman Brothers fan. Let me see if I have it here somewhere. Give me 1 second, guys. Which band are you? Let's see.
Version.
There's 26 versions. Make sure you get the right one.
Yeah, let's make sure I have it here. Why am I having
something?
Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I knew I had it. So it's one of my all-time favorite Allman Brothers songs. What's great about it, and Tommy, you do a great job on this. The harmonies are so beautifully layered. Yeah, and that's I can tell you with my last band, it's a 3-part harmony. You guys are doing it in 2 parts, and it works perfectly. But 3rd part harmony, that's like it's the hardest part. It's like there's this middle harmony that sits there that no one can really pick up unless it's incredible.
It's funny. I can usually find a good harmony, but to try and hit one harmony in the middle without going back and forth, that's what
you need. Yeah, right, exactly. All right, so let me go ahead and play it. This is Midnight Rider, Alt Universe ID. This is Todd on drums, Dennis on bass. Joey is not with us tonight, but I think he's watching on guitar, and of course Tommy on vocals. Here we go, and also guitar.
Keep from
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
was
Powered
cool.
by squirrels.
Powered by squirrels.
Powered by squirrels.
Hey, Todd, are you on? Can you hear us? No,
You're
his
muted.
mic is it me? It's not just me, right? Okay, so
Nah,
you
it's
can't
just
hear
Todd.
you can't hear his
You're
mic.
muted, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
That's all right, but Todd. We know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Again,
Good job,
I think
Todd.
I've just
Killed it,
read
man.
his.
It's good. Good stuff.
He was starting to say that if it wasn't for his exceptional drumming, you guys could never have pulled that off.
Exactly. We'd never pulled that one off.
We'd be nothing without him.
So let me allow you guys to stay on because we need Tommy on this next segment. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna. Do you guys mind hanging out or continuing? Okay. Well, Dennis is like, where am I going? I'm really talking to Todd. Dennis is like, this is one shot, dude. It's only one camera. Like, Dennis, can you step to your right, please?
And Dennis, he's got the whole Greg Allman look going tonight. If you look like,
I just noticed that he's not doing the sunglasses thing. I like it. It's a good look. I like that. By the way, I want to mention, I do like the beard because I started doing the beard only because I didn't want to shave. And then I was like, well, it looks pretty good on Dennis, and maybe I'll do the whole thing.
So
and then Todd's got it, right?
So it doesn't get too far
Todd,
out.
you've always had a beard, though, right? Todd, or maybe not always, but since I don't know how long. I don't know how long I've known Todd. A couple of years, maybe 3, 4, 5 years now. Just nod if you've always had a beard.
He's a dyed red. Yeah.
All right, so let me bring in Sean O'Reilly. Sean. Yeah. Oh, hey, I heard my name. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. You can hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Right. It's Todd who we're having trouble with, but that's all right. We're good. He's watching. So for Dennis and Todd, Sean, myself, and Tommy attempted to do. I think it came off pretty well. Attempted to do a song that I've always loved, but never once played. I've heard it, I don't know, a million times. And I started realizing that it was kind of, it was done with, I think it was an E tuning, which is kind of a weird tuning and just the way it's played. And so I started dabbling with it. And I thought, hey, I could pull this off, but I need some quality singers to sort of, because it's really a 3-part harmony. So I reached out to Tommy and to Sean. Sean, you have a great higher end register. Tommy, you hit the nail on the head with regards to your specific part. And I just sort of filled in the rest. So we're going to go ahead and play. This is a song by Dave Mason. Actually, not written by Dave Mason. Actually written by his guitar player, whose name is escaping me. No, it wasn't. Jim Kruger, I think. It's either Jim Kruger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jim Kruger.
Wow, that's awesome.
And David Allen Coe. Let's just give him credit for everything, right? So this is We Just Disagree by Dave Mason. It's myself, Tommy, and Sean. Here we go.
Been away, haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Have you changed your style and what you think? That we've grown up differently, don't seem the same. Seems you lost your feel for me. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh, oh. I'm going back to a place that's far away. How about you? Have you got a place to stay? Why should I care?
I'm just trying to get along. We were friends. Now it's the end of our love song. So let's leave it alone. 'Cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy. There ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh, yeah. So let's leave it alone. 'Cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy. There ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh, oh.
Not bad, right?
Wow, that was great.
Good
Sean,
job,
you
guys.
sounded amazing.
Yeah, you guys hit it out of the park, as they say. Tommy, I'm going to embarrass you for a sec, if you don't mind. So,
Okay.
you don't mind, right? Who doesn't mind me? All right,
No,
so
go ahead. It's-
I just want to show everyone the final clip of the video, which I don't know if you intended this or not, but I'm going to actually play. Watch what happens.
Oh no!
In the last like 2 seconds of the video, literally, with the part that sort of like winds down, like it ends, and then like you're all kind of, pushing the button.
All right.
All right, watch
I don't
this. Ready?
remember this song.
Here we go.
This might be bad.
Here we go.
We've taught him to do that.
You know what? You know why I do that?
I was like,
no, because they're the collaborative videos, and you know this. Sometimes people, as soon as they start walking off, and it doesn't give anybody a chance to fade out or do their stuff. And
So we say when you're done, give it 10 seconds before you move again.
Well,
Yeah,
the funny, the
that
only,
was good. That was
the only reason I thought to play that was that initially I thought you froze your video. I was like, wow, that's pretty crafty. Like, I wouldn't even know how to do that. Like,
He's good at freezing.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you moved. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I spent some time as a mime in my last life.
You were like perfectly still. Anyway,
It's the wall. Oh.
so I think we lost Sean. Not Sean. We lost.
Todd. Yeah, he's gone.
No, I'm looking down here. Yeah, he is gone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Todd, well, welcome back anytime, obviously, Todd. All right, so we were going to pivot to Sean. Sean, thank you again for joining us. Thanks for helping Tommy and I out on that high part.
Thanks, Sean. You made it sound good.
Yeah, not an easy part
You made
to
it sound
sing.
great.
Yeah, and Sean, Sean looks a little bit younger than I am. I'm 31, so you probably are a few years younger than that.
14.
And so, do you even know the song?
I recognized it when I heard it.
Okay, yeah. Dave Mason, I think that was 1970. Yeah, right. 1970. I want to say 6, maybe. I don't even know. Maybe but great all-time song and an easy, really super easy song to play. This is why I did it. But you have to have the tuning down, right? But anyway, so Sean, we're going to go ahead and play one of your other tunes. First of all, thanks again for joining us again, Sean. Last time out, you played an original with you and your siblings, a couple of your siblings. That was awesome. Got a lot of feedback, but we also got great feedback on the cover of Mad World, the Tears for Fears cover, and beautiful version of that. So you really do have a nice, very impressive style. So kudos.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, to remind everybody, Sean does a show every night. Literally, is it 7 days a night? 7 days a week?
Yeah, right now it is until I fall down.
7 days a week. Name that tune.
I mean, 7 days a week, every night at 8:00 on his page, you can watch him play various tunes and a lot of his originals and a lot of a bunch of covers. He takes requests, which is awesome. Like, because I could tell you this. I know a lot of songs. I would never. I don't know enough songs where I'd be like, "Hey, I'm taking requests." So that's pretty awesome in and of itself. Tell us about this next song. Given.
Oh yeah, Given. Thank you.
Okay, you're like, which one did I send you?
Well, yeah, I do a lot of YouTube, so there's a lot of back catalog. Given is, I don't know what to say about it. It's a song off of the latest EP, which is actually kind of old now. I guess it's sort of most of my songs are kind of more doubtful and depressing, and this is a song that's more where like the protagonist is very confidently pursuing somebody, I guess.
All right. Cool. I love it. Love it. Okay. So let's go give it a view and a listen. Sean O'Reilly doing a song called Given. It's an original. Here we go.
I'm not quite sure how to begin. I guess I'm giving you an invitation to sin. So please don't mind this confession. Oh, good, I could be the hardest mess you'll ever step in. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This is just not my thing to be hanging with the losers, the liars, the sleaze. But I can tell you this now, you know, you'll never be free until you stick your hands in the mud and get dirty. So who's better than me? I got 7 crooked angels who are playing my odds. I got one little devil and he's stealing the cards. I'm giving one more chance for you to wave your white flag in the breeze. And you're giving to me. You're giving to me. So I know that I don't bring much to the table, but I can tell you this now, you know, I'll always be able to hold you up, 'cause I'll always be down. You'll have the keys to the kingdom, sitting with the throne and the crown. Remind me on the ground. I got 7 crooked angels who are playing my odds. I got one little devil and he's stealing the cards. I'm giving one more chance for you to wave your white flag in the breeze. And you're giving to me. You're giving to me. But I feel cold, colder than this night is black. Why you keep giving me these heart attacks when you know well that I can't breathe when you're talking to me, and I just keep on thinking that you really should be leaving, but I can't stand to see you go. You know, it's such a shame that you'll never know why you're waking silent. And all I try to hide, but I'll give up this fight. Just tell me it's all lie. I've got 7 crooked angels who are playing my odds. I got one little devil and he's stealing the cards. I got 2 angry parents protesting my cause. I got one voice of reason saying my cause is lost. I got 7 crooked angels who are playing my odds. I got one little devil and he's stealing the cards. I got 2 angry parents protesting my cause. I got one voice of reason saying my cause is lost. I got one ray of hope saying you feel the same. I got one lucky penny saying my day's today. I'm gonna tell you this now, on and wave your white flag in the breeze. Yeah, and you're giving, yeah, you were giving to me. You're giving to me. So the night is young and this smile ain't free. It's accepting one kind of currency given to me. Given to me.
All right.
Good job,
The,
man.
Nice job,
the
man.
intensity,
Awesome.
yeah, really nice
Good
job.
stuff.
The
Good
intensity
stuff.
comes through. I just love. Yeah, it's very theatrical. You know, you got the lighting going on and everything adds in. And so you obviously memorize all your lyrics, right?
Yeah, that's so I forget them often when I'm playing them. But I made something else up. I figure I wrote it, so
Yeah, nobody will know.
I have to permanently change
Yeah.
songs because I made something up in the moment live and I liked it better. So
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Who's going to know, right? So that was awesome. As always, you know, just tremendous stuff. And actually, you know what? Let me bring in Mr. Richard Keith. Richard, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Richard.
What's up, Richard? You're muted, bud.
Yeah, what is going on here? Is it me? It must be the new format. Is it the new lighting that I've got?
It's
Why
that
is
lighting
everyone's
throws 'em off.
mic? Your mic is muted, Keith Richards. Look
Keith
at it.
Richards.
It says Keith, comma. Right. He doesn't. Did you do that? on
I'm
purpose?
such an idiot. Sorry about that.
Now
That's
he's
okay.
doing the robot for the first 20 seconds.
Yeah. Then I'll stabilize.
Yeah, that's the way I
Yeah.
sign my name sometimes on the open mic sheets.
Oh, Keith Richard S.
By the way,
Okay.
Sean, that was awesome.
Got a frog in his throat.
Sean,
The audio just went bonkers, man.
I brought Richard in because Richard sent me a note. A
No,
nice
Frank
note.
too. Hit Frank. Now he's
What?
back.
What happened? What's the matter?
No, it was funny. Your audio went funny for a while. Now you're clear again.
Oh yeah. Well, I got
You're
this
good,
new mic. Can you hear it? Can you hear the mic? Okay. It sounds weird to me.
It sounds good.
Weird
No,
mic.
the mic is fine. You sound good.
You sound all right.
Just when you
Yeah.
first came in, it was weird.
All right. Well, so I was going to say to Sean that Richard was kind enough to send me a quick note last week saying, "Hey, you know that performance by Sean was exceptional." So I wanted to introduce the two of you. More
And another one, Sean, tonight. That was great.
thanks, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very. If I now, and you know, this will sound weird. I don't mean it this way. It's not derivative, but a very Tori Amos kind of feel, and I
Yeah.
mean that in a good way.
Tori Amos is kind of would be like my socially distanced piano teacher. That's like how I learned piano.
Is that right? Okay, because I'm a big fan of Tori Amos, and I could hear that in that.
Well, she has a very percussive piano style, and which I think is to some of it. You know.
Yes, and I don't want that to sound like it's a criticism or anything.
I think it was a compliment.
It was
How can
not
that be-
a very original
Right.
song.
How can it be criticism? I mean, she's awesome. I mean,
Well,
she's-
yeah, but you don't want to say, "Hey, that sounded like."
Hey, Richard, your stuff sounds like, and I don't mean to be critical, but it sounds like John Lennon. Okay.
If there's anybody that's derivative, it's good. It's me. So.
All right. Well, listen, Sean, Dennis, and Tommy, thanks, guys, for joining me. As always, you guys are welcome back anytime. Hopefully, you'll be with us next time as well. Not sure when that next show will be. We're going to possibly do a show prior to Christmas. I'm not sure.
Oh, the holiday special, Frank?
I might do a holiday Christmas theme.
The variety show.
Bring out your favorite Christmas songs kind of show. That's unique, right? I mean, we haven't done that before. So,
Showgirls, disco tunes. Playing Cher, show up, Brady Bunch.
we'll keep you guys posted. But thanks again, guys. Dennis, Tommy, and Sean. Appreciate it.
Great to hear you
See you
guys.
soon.
Peace out. Peace. Thanks.
Hollywood.
Peace. Hollywood.
Those guys are fun. Lots of fun. Mr. Keith Richards, how are
Yes,
you?
sir.
How's the tour with the Stones going? Good? They're on hiatus too, you know.
Yeah, what do they do when they're on hiatus anyway?
I don't know. They just get to be the Rolling Stones.
It's
You ever think about what that life is? I mean, clearly. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to be
Frank, I never think about anything else.
like, what is my life? If I'm Mick Jagger, what's my life like? You know, every day of your life, you're,
sometimes, and I know Paul McCartney has said this, sometimes it just strikes them like, I'm Paul McCartney.
It just occurred to me.
It must hit you once in a while,
But I always thought, and look, I love Paul, but I always find some of his, he's got that way of like it's somewhat pretentious, like this kind of faux, like fake kind of humility, like where, oh, you know, we're just like the Beatles were just a little band. No, Paul, you weren't just a little band.
Well,
you were a little bit better than that, and you know that. You know,
yeah, I know, but I've listened to him and read him a lot. I think he does his best. How would you be any?
I know. He's trying to be as no, I get that.
Yeah, I got enough trouble, and I'm, just me.
So we're recognizing, and I won't use the word celebrating, but we're recognizing the 40th anniversary of the passing of John Lennon, which is we're on the eve of tomorrow. Tomorrow's the date, which is amazing when you think about it. Like, in a couple of months, he would have been dead longer than he was alive, right? I think of it, because he died. His birthday is in October, so he would have been 40 years in 2 months, right?
He was born in 1940. And not to go deep or anything, but 40 years ago, tomorrow, I was in art school, and I was living at my parents' house and going to school in New York City, and I was working on a project that night. And I was listening to WNEW, and the project I was working on was for a typography class, and the assignment was to do an album cover, and I chose to do a John Lennon album cover, and I was sketching John. I was working on that when I heard the news.
Wow, that's incredible. So you heard it on
WNEW. I went to school the next day, in the city, and well.
So you heard it on WNEW? Is that when because a lot of us heard it on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I was listening. I'm sure I was probably just had the radio on. I was listening to NEW, and I don't know if it was Dennis Elsis.
Yeah, probably.
One of those guys, and yeah, and my mom was downstairs watching TV, and I came downstairs, and we were both crying. And she wasn't like a Beatle fan, but you mentioned Kennedy generation, and I was a kid when Kennedy died, but I remember the TV, and I remember my mom crying, and we went through that 40 years. 40.
Yeah, for some of us that weren't really around when JFK was in office and assassinated, that was definitely a first time, certainly in my life, that I ever was on the receiving end of that kind of tragic news. There's about somebody that you appreciated and loved, etc. But
yeah, it was a tough one. It goes without saying. I was kind of a fan.
So I'm trying to stump people, but I don't think I'm doing a good job of trying to stump
that's
folks
all right.
on lyrics. But
You can try me if you want to. Don't give me too many words, though. Give me 2. Give me 2 words.
She told me, no, 2 words. Come on. First of all, Lennon doesn't work that way. He doesn't have to, although I can think of something. She told me she worked in the morning, and I started to laugh.
That would be Norwegian Wood.
Oh man, hang on, one more. Jesus, that was too. I didn't even read. Come on, give me a good one. Okay.
I'll choke in a second, I'm sure.
As soon as you're born, they make you feel small.
By giving you no time.
They give you no time instead of it all.
Working class hero. And when people mention that they didn't like his early work, if you don't own Plastic Ono Band, the album, then
you need to.
You're really missing something.
You need to go out and get it. All right, so let's talk about your stuff. First of all, thank you for forwarding this stuff.
Enough about John.
Well, I mean, look, this show is about all things music, and of course, John Lennon's such a big part of our own collective psyche. So why not?
Let's talk about somebody who grew up with him, and it was a big influence on.
So you tell me which one you wanted to do, because these are 2 songs of you literally over the summer, because you're dressed like summer gear. Although this could have been, come to think of it, this could have been 3 weeks ago, because it was nice and warm. Remember that we had that one weekend that was like insane.
It could have been, and as I was telling Frank earlier that I wanted to record something new. I like to do new things for the show, but I didn't get around to it. And so I was just digging through some old videos, and these just struck me as the sound was pretty good. I thought maybe
the sound is very good. You just have to turn it up a little bit. That's all.
They were one of them is from May of 2019.
Wow.
Somebody filmed with me in downtown Stamford, and the other one was just from this past summer when I was still back in Stamford.
Okay.
But, you know, it's cold out, and it reminded me how nice it is to be warm.
Hey, you know what? We can all use a little bit more of that. So, which one would
And
you
I
like
like
me to
these
start with?
songs. You could, I guess, the older one would be "On My Line" that
Okay. Let's
I
go
was
ahead and
playing in downtown Stamford, and
Okay,
someone
let's
was
go.
nice enough to record it.
All right, let's go ahead and play.
I think
This
it was
is
Kelly.
This is Richard Keith on my line. Here it comes.
This is called "On My Line."
This one wants me, that one needs me. Baby, believe me, you're the next one on my line. One wants romance, one wants to dance. This is your last chance to the next one on my line. My friends, they fuss and whine how life has let them down. Why should I waste my time with all these girls around? My friends complain cause I take all I can stand. Well, am I to blame that I was born a handsome man? Yeah. This one wants me, that one needs me. Baby, believe me, you're the next one on my line. Hey. The girls are lining up when I come into town. I know they're lining up so I can knock them down. If God had wanted me to wear an angel's wings, why did he fill this world with all you pretty things? Yeah, this one wants me, that one needs me. Baby, believe me, you're the next one on my line. Well, I'm trying to see you're the next one on my line. What's up to me? You be the next one on my line.
That was nice. That was cool. I don't think I've seen that before. That was a nice version of that.
I don't think a lot of people have seen that, and I'm using my harmony pedal.
Yeah, harmonizing. Yeah, you can hear it. Well, you do it well. First of all, not everyone does that well. Seriously.
And I actually almost pulled it off. There were some mistakes where,
I was going to say you almost pulled it off.
I almost pulled it off there. So I was proud to share that with you.
No,
because I've screwed that up so many times.
No, that was good. I really enjoyed that. All right. So then the next one, let me just pull it up real quick. Next one is Packing It In, right?
Yeah, Pack It In. That was just from this past summer.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Here in Cape Cod. That's all.
What's it about?
Actually, it was the opening track to my previous album, Caught in the Act. And I don't know. It's just it was sort of something I think of as a theme song. Like this is I'm going to become a star. How's that worked out for me so far?
Hey, we all have dreams, right? Why not?
Yeah, this is my I Have a Dream song.
I love it. This is Richard Keith. Pack It In. Here it comes.
Thanks.
All right. Hey there, everybody. This one's called Pack It In. Pack it in and take it on the road, pretty baby. Pack it in and take it on the road. Well, I was hoping for a break, but Now I've had as much as I can take. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road. Well, I don't see no stairway to the stars, pretty baby. Yeah, I don't see no stairway to the stars. I played out in the bars at night, but all them bars are shut up tight. I don't see no stairway to the stars. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road, honey, baby. Pack it in and take it on the road. Well, I was hoping for a break, but now I've had as much as I can take. Gonna pack it in and take it on the road. I hope that you will miss me when I'm gone, pretty baby. Yeah, I hope that you'll miss me when I'm gone. But I feel if I don't roam, how am I ever gonna get back home? I hope that you will miss me when I'm gone. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road, pretty baby. Pack it in and take it on the road. Well, I was hoping for a break, but now I had as much as I can take. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road. I'm gonna pack it in and take it on the road.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. That was good.
All right.
I like it. I like
Thank
it. Those are Lennon-esque glasses you're wearing and sunglasses as well.
Yeah, these just came in the mail today. I wasn't sure about them, but I figured, I get so many compliments on the sunglasses, and I thought maybe I should have reading glasses.
It's a good look. It's a good look. Well, as always, Richard, thank you for joining me. I'm hoping you'll join us for the big Christmas bash we're having, the big Christmas theme.
Yeah,
So,
I can relate to your reluctance in a way.
I just think,
I'll be there if there is one.
all right. Well, we'll certainly keep you posted.
All right, thank you, Frank.
Hey, thanks again. We'll see you soon, and until then, be well, be safe. Say hello to your wife, your lovely wife, and
I will.
All right, take care, bud.
Yes, you guys. See you
All
soon.
right.
Bye.
All right, you too. Mr. Mikey Beans and Christian Dreyer, how are you guys doing?
Good.
All right, finally. Mike, are you on?
Yeah, I am.
You are? Okay. How about Christian?
Check 1, 2. Is this
Oh,
thing on?
you guys are the real deal, man. Hey, this is we've had some issues this evening with some of the connections, and I think that just I don't know what happens every once in a while. I'm futzing with my earpiece here, and I can't get it. So, hey, first of all, Christian, welcome to the show. I don't think you and I have met. I've seen a reference to you, and I've watched some of the videos, and I think I saw you on Ed's show the other night.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I did or didn't, but I think I did. Right? You were on it, right?
Cover.
Say again?
Yeah, I was on. Yep. Love your Dave Mason cover. Yeah. No, nice to meet you.
Dave Mason, yeah. That was we were just messing around with that. That's I remember friends of mine playing that way back like 25 years ago, and I was always impressed by how it sounds, and it's because it's in a whole other, it's like e-tuning and stuff, and I've never worked in e-tuning. I mean, it's pretty easy. All that alternate tuning does is it gives it a sort of unique sound. But it was a lot of fun to do, and it was really just one of those songs that I've always wanted to do. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Yeah, well, thanks, appreciate that. All right, so now speaking of sounding great, you guys, you worked together. Mike, you sent a couple things, but we're going to start with the one with Christian on it. If that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cinnamon Girl.
Yeah, Cinnamon Girl. I've heard the song before. It's by Neil Diamond, I believe, right? Am I off on that? I always get my artists mixed up.
One of those Neil guys.
Neil guys.
Neil Sedaka,
Neil Sedaka, Neil. All right. What prompted you guys to do the song? Is something you've done before, or take me through it?
I saw Mike doing it. I know Mike since my high school days, and I like everything Mike's been doing this year, Frank. And your show's awesome. I checked it out. Mikey's been turning me on to this collaborative video thing.
Yeah,
so I
cool.
called him up and said, hey, can I get in on one? And he's like, within 24 hours, I was like, Cinnamon Girl, you ready? Here you go, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of alternate tuning, because he does a drop D on that, right? So not everyone. Yeah, not everyone plays it that way. Yeah. So this is cool. Then you got JC on this, and who's the singer?
So there's two singers, John Schneiderman,
okay,
and Kieran, whose last name escapes me right now. Kieran, and,
okay.
And we have Ray Castoli on the Hammond organ.
Okay, great. So you're in for a treat, because this is really nicely done. Again, I think one of the things that gets lost in all of this, Mike, and having done a couple videos, I've been there. What gets lost in this is how hard it is to put all of the pieces together and make it sound like you guys were literally in the same room, because it takes and I'm sure you're sitting there, and I think you and I work with the same platform. We use what is it?
Camtasia and Ableton,
Camtasia, right? Okay. And so it's just lining up all of the different tracks and making sure that every note hits where it's supposed to hit. That's the part that's a challenge. And I did a video, and Ed Train was on it, and I thought I'd gotten it like the way it was supposed to sound. And Ed sent me a note saying, "You're 1/4 of one note or one beat off on the start of my." And I was just like, oh my God, I was so frazzled by it. But he was right. He was 100% right. And so that's how specific you've got to be,
Ed's amazing. Like, he's a film guy and also a sound engineer. I mean, he's a filmmaker, and he went to film school. And on one of these videos, just a quick story, like, I forget which one, but we were, I sent him the video, and he comes back to me and he said, the person singing the vocals, you have it about 8 frames early.
Right.
8 frames early on that particular video inside of it, because I can see it. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. In fact, it's the Led Zeppelin video we're going to play.
Interesting.
This one, and he was right.
Yeah, I mean
it was 8 frames.
Well, that speaks to what you just said. I mean, only a student of of this stuff would know that. Like somebody who's done 1,000 of these would have figured that, can spot it in 2 seconds. And we're kind of, you're much more proficient than I am. I've done maybe 5. So for me, I was just like, and of course it bothered me that I couldn't see it. Like I was like, what do you mean? I'm pretty good about this stuff. Like, yeah, it really is. It's an art form. It's it's actually more than that. It becomes somewhat rather scientific to some degree. I mean, he knows his FPSs, your frame per seconds, right? So
and as I keep making these videos, I keep learning new techniques and new just different things. And so it's an ongoing process. I love the video you and I did together, Black Magic Woman. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was interesting, because you contacted me, I think the day before you finished it, or it was like that afternoon or something like that. You were like wrapping it up that day, and so you threw it all together pretty quickly. So that was awesome. So I'm going to pick your brain eventually, because I've watched a few of your videos, and I'm really impressed by some of the graphics that you're using in the background and stuff like that. But anyway, all right. So without further ado, Christian's like, come on, guys, stop babbling. Play this freaking
cool.
video.
I love the dialogue. I've been learning a lot too, man. It's cool.
So here we go. This is Christian on guitar, JCL's on bass, a couple others, that we just mentioned, and of course Mike Baumwell on drums. Cinnamon Girl by Neil Diamond. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here we go. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah. How long did it take you guys to do it?
Maybe a couple of weeks. Like, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
Is that your typical turnaround on that? Is a couple weeks getting everyone together? How long does it usually take? Like somebody like Christian to send you his track.
Well, me and Christian we just have this thing. It's like this connection. Like, he lives in Wisconsin.
Oh wow.
And like, Christian is really intense. So when he starts working on something, like, he just goes nonstop until like he's sending me, like, we're working.
Yeah, I didn't think it took 2 weeks. I think my track was done over that weekend.
Yeah, no, yours was done very quickly, but I'm talking about everybody else. Like, the whole.
That's 'cause you move quickly, Mike.
I move very fast too. I do. So that's why I like working with Christian, because like he like set up like his entire. He had never done this before, and he figured out like how to get the best recording on his guitar. He was working on it. He sent me like multiple takes, different environments. Like he was did the same take like 3 times.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes. He got into it.
I like collaborating, like music collaboration. It's like I love collaborating. So if Mike finds something he doesn't like, I'm like, well, let me just do it again. I set up amps differently, and I enjoy the process, and I'm learning so much about video, as you're saying before, Frank. There's so much to learn. Mike's like, oh, I'm nitpicking about this. I'm like, what are you nitpicking at? And he has to circle little things and send me diagrams like right here. I'm like, what?
By the way, mad props on your studio in the background, Christian. I think it's a nice looking. Hey, It's a studio, man. You look at
another thing with Mike. I got the whole visual together. This was a mess like 2 weeks ago. I've done a couple of videos with Mike. I guess right, hey, Mike. We got 1 or 2 in the can, and
hey, this is my basement too. Just so you know, it's like I'm in my basement, right?
Yours looks like a little nightclub, Frank. You're like,
you know why? Because we got some we have some recessed lighting that I just upgraded to color lights just to mess around with them. And so I was just looking at it. I was like, you know what? It's kind of a cool glow to it. It looks a little bit more dramatic, and I don't know.
Do that here. These are a little too harsh, I think.
Yeah, you can. I'm happy to give you the name of mine. Were like they were like $20 a piece. They weren't even that expensive. And they work with Amazon and Alexa, and I can tell.
Tomorrow.
All right, so here's my challenge. We're going to embark, and I think, Mike, you understand what I'm about to say here. We're going to embark on this Led Zeppelin tune, which is actually, I think, 7 minutes long. We do have a little bit of and I don't want to get into too much, but we essentially have some limitations within our system. I'm going to do my best to pull it all together, and I think I've worked it out. I've actually rehearsed this several times.
Okay.
So you tell me, Mike. You be the judge. I'm doing this for you, of course, and for you at home as well.
We love you, Frank.
An exceptional recording of this tune, and Holly does a great job, and everyone does a great job. So we'll play it through. This is Led Zeppelin. Since I've Been Loving You, right?
Yeah.
And that's all. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is Mike and team doing Since I've Been Loving You. Hang out. We'll come right back to guys. Ready? Okay. I mean, awesome. Freaking awesome. Man, Holly McCurry. What can you say? You when she hits those notes, I mean, she does it with purpose.
First of all, you did the cut like really well. That was just as perfect as it could be.
Really? I'm always critical of my cuts, but all right. Thanks. Appreciate that.
No, that was fine. And so Holly, like this was like she sang this like from her heart, because like just a week or two before she finally did this take, like her father-in-law passed away, and she had a couple of things that happened all at once, like really, heart-wrenching things that happened, and she was like, I can't talk, I can't do this right now, like call me back in 2 weeks. So I just completely left her alone, and then 2 weeks later I contacted her, and she was like, I'm gonna do this. She was like determined, and the next day she sent me this track, and I was like,
wow,
what, holy cow. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
Well, thanks for sharing that. I mean, certainly we don't have that intimate level of knowledge. When you're watching it, you see this amazing vocalist doing her thing, and clearly you're right. There's more to it, and I think we take some of this for granted. We recognize that great singers sing because they can sing great, but the best singers, the best singers, sing from the heart. And you can feel it. It's not just about hitting a note, and I always talk about, like, there are plenty of folks that sing great, like in the shower or in the kitchen, right? Like, or in the car. But like when it gets back to, when you're actually performing, the difference maker is when it comes from the heart, like, because it belts you, it knocks you out. Like when you hear a singer freaking, I remember the first time I heard I shouldn't say the first time, but a track that I heard from Holly, this is probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and she hit a note that was just so perfect and so voluminous and so poosh that I was blown away. I was like, wow, what, like I had no idea type of thing, and I should have, because I've seen it before. But anyway, long story short, great track. That was a couple others. JC on bass, Ed Train on keys. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, it was a small group. It was just me, JC. Yep. It was just us four.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm glad
imagine that Led Zeppelin was only 3 people.
I know.
That's just like the mind-blowing thing. I just can't even.
Yeah, they were pretty good, though. You got to admit.
They had some talent.
Yeah, they had it down to some degree, right? Again, another testament to greatness, but it's so easy to take that stuff for granted until you try doing it.
Yeah.
And you go, wow, how did, and Page was doing a lot of the stuff, like, I mean, yes, he was doubling up on guitars on the studio tracks, but if you ever watch any of the old footage of him live, I mean, he was doing a lot of that stuff by himself.
Actually, I got, someone who we haven't really mentioned is Caesar, because Caesar's guitar on that.
I'm sorry, Caesar, of course. Yes.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah, Caesar's always fun to watch. He's an amazing guitarist. You're right. That lead, to watch his fingers go up, and I'm like, I'm watching every note. And it's like,
when I got his video, like it was far away. Like you could see the little one in the corner.
Uh-huh.
That's how that was his video. So when the guitar solo came, I was like, I'm not putting this little tiny guitar solo like in the corner. I mean,
yeah.
That thing's got to get like
you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
And JC just like laid it down too. So
yeah, that's okay. You guys should tour. I mean, you should, seriously. I mean, I'd come. So by the way, speaking of Zeppelin, real quick, have you ever seen some of these tribute bands? There's a band called Get the Lead Out. Have you seen them? All right, if you get a chance, Mike, you're in Westchester, right? I think you are, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. They play at the place in Portchester, the Capitol. Right. I think once a year or once or twice a year. You have to go out and see them. But interestingly enough, I think there are 6 members in that band. So in order to replicate the full Zeppelin experience, they need 6 musicians. Like, it's kind of like when you watch these Beatles tribute bands and there's like 15 pieces, because like you realize that, and the Beatles knew that they could never replicate, what they did in the studio live, which is one of the reasons why they didn't tour. People thought they were being like, that yes, there was a part of it that involved them not wanting to deal with what they were dealing with. But the other part was, how would we ever take Sgt. Pepper on the road, So
tracking, it's impossible.
Oh no, it's impossible. You would have to do it with a 15-piece band, like, which is now a thing, but anyway. Hey, great stuff, Mike. I'm glad we waited. I know we were talking about playing this maybe last week or last couple weeks, whatever. But I'm glad we waited, and thank you for sharing with us. Christian, a pleasure to meet you. I'm hoping you'll be back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Likewise. Thanks.
We've got a new one with Christian coming soon. Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh yes, we saw the sneak preview of that.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't know what it's worth to you, but I'll throw you a few bucks if you can premiere it on this show. That'd be great. Mike's like, what? I can make a living doing this? Actually, you're actually in this field, right? You're Mike. Wait, no, so you are on. You're on the. What do you? We talked about this. I can't remember.
I run a company called Digital Du Jour, which is a website design, video editing, and online marketing.
I'm not that far off. It's tech based, right?
It's computer. It's a lot of design. I do a lot of design work, a lot of marketing and online marketing and
marketing's communications. And Mike is great with that, like zipping you files. I'm like last night I was like, there's another one we're doing. I'm like, man, I need a wave, but my DAW won't take this MP4. And it's like, bam.
Got it.
Your files, and he's texting you. It's like done.
Hey,
done.
Christian, that's how people like you and I learn. Seriously, from folks like Mike. So
he's lit a fire under our tushes.
Hey, maybe us three we can do a video, because Frank, me, you, Frank, and Christian, and we can get a bass player, and
only if it's Dave Mason off Alone Together, like either should have took more than you gave, or Only You Know and I Know. I was going to mention those two. That's why I like.
That's a great song.
Cover.
That's a great song.
Great tune. He was a great songwriter.
Well, let's say he truly is. And interestingly enough, the song we showed, the one we just disagree, his biggest hit, by the way. I don't think it's kind of interesting when you think about, like, how can that be his biggest hit? But it is. But not written by Dave Mason. It was written by his guitar player, Jim Kruger, who passed away, unfortunately. I kind of at the age of 40 or whatever. But anyway, long story short, thank you again, guys. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. And we'll see you soon. And be well, be safe, and hopefully we'll have a show before the big holiday, Christmas. But if we don't, we'll catch you guys on the back end, and we'll go from there.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, take care. All right, that was Mike and Christian. And we've got one more video to get to this evening. These two gentlemen are out of Bridgeport, some friends of ours from the Bridgeport area. They're known as 49 Feet High. It's Andrew White and Joe Cavino, a duo, but they can kick some butt, as you'll see in this video. Put out an EP. I think it was this past. I think it was either like Halloween or right around Halloween, they put out an EP, so you can download it if you dig the music. It's right on, go on to Spotify or what have you, but check them out. 49 Feet High. Again, Andrew and Joe. Here we go.
Want you to leave, won't be right. took me home again, and we're alone tonight. Another moment came, and by the fire of mine, I see an angel falling to calm my soul. One side and left side, it's not the way to go. You said to be a man, guess I catch a car, yeah. Give an inch, give a mile, cause you're like no one else. You told me what I need, I know you'll do right. It's a problem indeed, as you can visualize. You're falling to calm my soul. One side or left side, it's not the way to go. I see an angel falling to calm my soul. One side or left side, not the way to go. Thank you.
That was 49 Feet High. Andrew White and Joe Covino out of Bridgeport. Check out their EP. It was released, I think, around Halloween. It's called Speak. You can download it if you dig it. Hopefully you do, and hopefully we can get those guys on live next time around. So that does it. That is it. I think I'm out of focus here. Let me back up. Hang on. I messed with the light. There we go. I'm back in focus. So I wanted to obviously a big shout out to all of the folks that were joining us this evening. We started with Uke Night Trio, Steve Forlano and gang. They did a couple of great numbers. Thank you guys. Nick Amico and Gio and Pat was going to be on, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the connection right. But having said that, they are that is the wind up, as you might recall. That's the name of the band. They've got their first song coming out this December 10th. So whatever that day is. Is that Thursday? Whatever. So December 10th, look for that. And that is coming out then. Okay. Kenny Weiss Project doing a great Christmassy type song, holiday song. Damon the Dude, always hitting it out of the park. They got some great tracks for us every time out, and that's of course Charles and Leslie. Also, thanks to John LaCava, who did a really nice a video and song for us, professionally recorded, etc. So thank you, John, for that. Then we had Mr. Billy Foster and Randy Stone. They were part of our broadcast this evening. They did a nice job on a couple of tracks that Billy sang for us. And then we had Matt McDonald. I'm looking at my screen here. Matt McDonald, who did a song from Wilco. Remember, there's a band that I don't know. I think I mentioned that to Matt. There we go. Hopefully I'm still on. So there's Matt oh my God, I'm all choked up. Matt McDonald doing a song from Wilco, and he also did a Rolling Stones song. Then we had Alt-ID. They did a song by the Allman Brothers. That was great. Then Tommy and Sean O'Reilly joined me on a song called We Just Disagree by Dave Mason. That was great. Thanks again to Tommy and Sean for that. And then, of course, Sean O'Reilly did one of his own originals. Always a master at what he does. He really is an exceptional performer. So thanks, Sean, for continuing to be part of our broadcast, and hopefully you'll, we'll see you again soon. And then Richard Keith, as always, Richard has some tremendous tunes and has so much to share with us, and pulled out a track from last year, which looked kind of makes me want to get back to the summer and get back to outdoor events, because that was a great way to sort of rehash that whole image. But and then Mike Baumwell and Christian they're hit it out of the park. They did a great song by Neil Young, of course, and then Mike and gang did some stuff from Zeppelin. And 49 Feet High ended our program. It was excellent. It really, as always, I'm always impressed by the level of professionalism and the level of talent that we have in this area. I will continue to do the song as long as as the show, rather, as long as you'll have us. Don't know if we'll have the ability to do a show before the big holiday, but if we don't, we certainly wish you well over the holidays, and please be safe. Stay safe, stay well, and listen. Let us know what you want to hear. I mean, we'd love to do what we can for you, and if there are any particular artists that you know of that you think might be interested in doing this show, by all means, please spread the word. So again, thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. And again, until then, stay safe and be well.